turn our attention to the main reason for this event, to recognize 3 community leaders who have dedicated themselves to making things better for children in Northeast Florida. The Children's Champion Award was established in 2006 to honor the passion of individuals and organizations who work on behalf of children to help elevate their welfare to the highest priority in our community. This award is a true recognition of shared passion of advocating for our community's most vulnerable children and families. Our 3 recipients are joining an elite group of community leaders recognized for the public, private, and philanthropic work that they do. Before our video showcasing our 3 children's champions in action, I want to say a few things about each of these 3 amazing community leaders. Martha Baker has long served causes that impact the lives of women and children across Northeast Florida. It comes as no surprise that her philanthropic leadership extends beyond our community to inspire women to harness the power of collective giving to support those in need. Martha's compassionate and devoted spirit guides her volunteer efforts and leadership in numerous organizations. Peggy Bryant has built a legacy of service that inspires all of us to give ourselves. Her commitment to civic engagement is demonstrated by her tireless efforts for so many organizations throughout Northeast Florida. Peggy lends her vision, innovative, and strategic planning to support important causes from the arts to the environment, from health to education. Juju Taylor demonstrates her devotion to women and children throughout her civic and philanthropic work in our community. Her passion to address the issues of poverty and the working poor are demonstrated by her tireless efforts for so many organizations throughout Northeast Florida. Juju lends her leadership and tireless effort to support important causes that impact the lives of those in need. It is now my honor to share this video showcasing our 2020 Children's Champions.
There's such great joy out of seeing that you've made a tiny difference, and that's all we can do. But there's to feel like you have either made a difference in someone's life, especially a child. I don't think there's a greater joy to really feeling like you've helped.
I'm not smart enough to make a big difference, but every little incremental difference I can make in a child's life makes me hope that their life's going to be better and fuller and stronger, and that gives me purpose.
I feel so fortunate to be able to have the opportunity to help children, and they are our future, as Peggy said, and our community and society as a whole depends on them and how we treat them and the opportunities we give them and how we help them succeed. I think is maybe it's selfish. Maybe we're doing it for ourselves and our children and our grandchildren, but in our community. But I just think it's absolutely the most important thing that we can do.
When you care about children, you have to care about every aspect of their development. And I think that is very evident in all of the advocacy work that all 3 of these women have pursued. From housing, to nutrition, to safety, to education, to making sure that particularly the least among us, the children who have the least, get lifted up.
I think it's all about passion. It's not, we all are passionate about different things, and you've really got to have your heart in it, and it's not how much you give, it's how much you love it, how much you love, I think, rather than how much you give.
If I fall in love with something, I want to do something with it. And sometimes you never know the results, but that doesn't matter because you've tried it and you've tried to help. And, with children, they have no advocate. So you have more of an opportunity through your passion to help them, regardless of whether you know the outcome.
Peggy Bryant has a gentle joyfulness. She just makes you feel so comfortable. And I think that's part of the reason she's so effective. Martha has an exuberance that just says, follow me, we're going to have some fun. We're going to enjoy this together. And she's the kind of person that gets everybody to yes, because you want to be with her. Juju has a commanding presence, not in a powerful way of dominance, but in an inviting way. She has a calm compassion that undergirds everything she does.
I've been involved with Episcopal Children's Services as a board member with the foundation back with my dear friend J.F. Bryan and Peggy's husband, and I was just so flattered. I never envisioned myself receiving this incredible award, but it's not about me. It's about the work that these other institutions and people do, these wonderful teachers.
I do love that I've been able to be a part of PACE and Episcopal and Tiger and the Y, and so if that makes it valid, thank you for the things I've gotten to be a part of.
And one of the reasons I think all three of them are big supporters of Episcopal Children's Services is because Episcopal Children's Services has always had a very holistic approach to how we deal with children. We have to respect the children and their families, no matter what their families look like, no matter what kind of conditions they come from. And Episcopal Children's Services has a deep level of respect for everybody that they interact with, and a deep commitment to reaching out to other agencies, to communities, to governments, wherever they can for resources to help children.
Without a doubt, what a difference the resources can make. It's a professional depth of nurturing and discipline that not only helps the kids believe in themselves, but helps them grow in strength and in learning. They love learning. It's a wonderful, energetic dynamic that sets these kids their trajectory of going up and wherever they think they can go, but with work.
I think this award to those three women is especially appropriate because in their life's work, they have seen children through a holistic lens that requires them to be committed in many areas. And Episcopal Children's Services is the same way.